Saints, it's me and my mama. You have to say something. That was awkward.
Hey.
No, like use your words. Speaking to the mic. Let's start. Let's try again. We're gonna use that, but let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Hey Saints, it's me and my mama. Okay.
This is going to be
Not
a long day.
You're not doing great. You have to actually use your words into the mic, girls.
I am.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Exactly.
Let me forewarn you guys. I can only hear myself in these headphones, which is driving me up the wall. Because I should be able to hear us both. But that cord doesn't reach so I can hear the headphones, so only she can hear us both. And as you can tell, she's not a professional. Please, I don't know if you should lean.
You know what?
Okay. Today
You got me
is
sitting in this awkward chair.
Well, because we couldn't both fit here.
Okay, well,
I'm getting another chair. I don't know what you want me to do.
you got me sitting in this office chair. So how do you want me to look?
Okay. Today is Saturday. I'm recording on a Saturday. And nothing has happened so far of importance. No. We recorded Patreon yesterday for late night. It was just me and Lionel. And I'm going to apologize in advance because I was very inebriated. But so was Lionel. Or Lionel wasn't so. We drank a bottle of champagne. And it was a great time. And that's all I did worthy of talking about. 2, I already had this episode planned to do with my mom before y'all said it in the comments. If y'all would learn to shut the hell up, someone can surprise you. But you don't shut up. So don't think I'm doing this because you asked. I'm doing this because I was already doing this. It's annoying that y'all asked about it when it was already planned. 2. Wait, that was 2. 3. Follow me on Instagram. Hold on. 450. And give me a second because y'all know I can't type and write at the same time. Mom, go.
Oh my God. Hey y'all.
Oh, tell us about your we're going to start off early. My mother has a business. Tell us about your business, sis.
Oh my God. So I was supposed to bring products. She didn't remind me.
You didn't tell me you had to.
That actually sounds really bad. It's my business. I shouldn't need you to remind me. But anyway, so I have a business. It's called David's Body. I make body butter, sugar scrubs. You guys can head over to davidsbody.com.
What's the IG, sis?
At Davids_body.
What was I writing? Add IG and DB. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry.
I raised her better. I'm so sorry.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Remember I told y'all I was on that diet with my friends? Friday was our cheat day. I had so much alcohol yesterday. As soon as I got in the house, I cracked open the can of margarita with a spicy popsicle, and I made it for myself. I chugged it. And then I left, went to go get drinks, had 2. Then I came home, got my tripod. Me and Lionel went to a studio and recorded, had a whole bottle of champagne, came home. At some point in the evening, I took a shot of spiced rum just because, why not? You know what I mean? And today, I was like, darn, it's Saturday, and I would really like to take a drink of alcohol. But I didn't do it. I made myself a cup of coffee. We don't have any creamer here. I used a scoop of vanilla ice cream. And then it wasn't sweet enough, so I put a scoop of sugar in there, and I said, oh, not supposed to have any sugar. I used ice cream and the actual sugar. And then Cassie texted the group, and she said, are we cheating today? And I said, thank God. So guess what? There's alcohol in this cup.
You had coffee with ice cream?
You have to talk to the mic, sis. Why don't you move the mic in front of you?
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Who's she talking to?
Can you hear me?
In the headphones? I'm not gonna air this episode if you're gonna yell at me.
Stop telling me to talk into the mic. You can't hear me. I am talking into the mic. It's not my fault. You can't hear.
It doesn't.
Can y'all hear me? They said yes.
Yeah, this gonna be her first and last time. I'm telling you, because I don't have the patience. Go ahead. Yeah. If you every fucking week. This is my house. I've been waiting. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Jemai? Keeks? Hello?
I only had one thing to throw at her. Oh, wait. Can I throw this?
Yeah.
Excuse me, y'all. Ooh. All right.
We got one more.
We got one more. I was really good
Please
the last
wait
time.
as we try to get my sister's attention.
Got it.
Okay. Can you turn the heater off? I didn't throw that. Okay. This is on what?
I didn't think to do that.
Oh, okay. This is not. I don't have a network. I'm an independent artist. This is not a professional podcast. So, also, there's not just Princess in here. There's 2 dogs, and we gave her some CBD treats.
Why are you telling her business?
And boy, is she high.
Why are
She
you telling
ate the
her
marijuana
business?
wheel. But they're for dogs. Like I like it. Oh no! Don't look! Don't look! Okay. She got that face like when you be fried and you just be like, I really, really want to get up. I cannot because you're so high. Meanwhile, I gave the little one 2 of them and this nigga didn't. She just living her life. So I think like maybe she immune to it. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyway, if you don't have coffee creamer, you can use ice cream.
Who told you that?
One of the teachers at work, we do it all the time. When we get ice cream for like the kids and stuff. I don't work at a real school. It's just not a real school.
One of the teachers told you that?
Yeah, because he does it. Like there's
so
ice cream in our.
He does it. That means that's something you should do.
Yeah. No, listen to me. He had gotten ice cream for his advisory, and there was extra. So we had been eating the ice cream, and I was like, "There's no creamer for the coffee." And so he was like, "If you use a scoop of ice cream, it's basically the same thing." I said, "Oh, heard."
What's he look like? How much does he weigh?
He sent. You actually know who this is. I just can't say his name. Oh, the mic is on.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah. And I'll do anything he says because you know what? He got this far.
I could see him doing that. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Well, it's fine.
If you're counting calories,
No, I haven't done
every week. Do you forget it's there?
It's not that I forget. It's just
because it's large.
I'm gonna have to get. I wonder if I can wash these. I call them mic condoms. Wait, what
not,
was your question? Is he large? Wait, what was your question?
It's gone now.
ADHD.
I don't have ADHD.
Oh, I'm sure. That's hereditary.
No, it's not, you idiot.
Oh.
Just because you have it doesn't mean I haven't passed it on to you. And if you have it and it is hereditary, you got that from your daddy.
Unnecessary. This is not okay. Next. Wait, I was talking about something. We were talking about the ice cream and then
because you don't have cream.
There's something else, huh?
Because you don't have cream in the house, I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't have cream. If y'all can hear snoring, I'm so sorry.
I was about to say, it kicked in, honey.
I'm so sorry.
That's Princess.
In our cup, you cannot say her name. In our cup this week, we have spicy popsicles that I put in the cup, and then I poured a can of margarita over the popsicle. Good, ain't it?
It is sweet.
That's not what I asked, but is it good?
It is good.
Yeah. And after this, she might have to spend the night here. Sorry, y'all.
That was loud, and I can hear you swallow.
I'm trying to get. Did you say that's what she said? That's childish. That's where I get it from. Excuse me, y'all.
Y'all tune in weekly to listen to this nigga belch?
I don't usually belch into the mic.
Lies, because you belch every time I'm watching.
I have a problem with like gas.
Always, yes. Yes. Because excuse me, every time you tell a story.
Yeah, I got a problem with that. My dad burps a lot though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't help it. That's hereditary.
Mm-hmm. And who'd you get it from?
I don't know why you're saying to me like it's a weapon to me. That's your fault, actually. Like, quite literally.
Did you get your gas from your father?
Yeah, because you could have chose a less gassy man.
I could have. Moving on.
Whatever. We were talking about something earlier that I was going to talk about here. Oh, you know what? I have time. My class is back up tomorrow.
My classes started a long time ago.
Oh, what semester? My mother's in school. What are you in school for?
Psychology.
To be a psychologist.
Okay. What did it start as?
I knew what it started as. My mom wanted to be a sex therapist.
I wanted to be a sex therapist.
And y'all are nasty and horny. No, she's
Seriously.
not. She don't want to be sexing y'all and helping you sex each other and
Exactly.
get into sex positions. If you need help with that, I'll drop my phone number in the comments.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
I'm trying to sell tickets.
No, you're not. We had this conversation.
Usually never mind.
Okay.
That stays on the other podcast.
Thank you.
Sometimes I tell them that
We don't.
Well, no. Let me ask you this before we get into the school thing. You've been kidnapped. You go to jail. You are fresh meat on the block. Got it. You walk in there. You are not the burliest woman there.
I certainly hope not.
But you need But you need protection.
Okay.
What do you do?
Look for Big Sal.
And what you do with her?
The things that Big Sal wants me to do.
Period. They get so mad because I say if I go to jail and I'm clearly not going to be the biggest one there and I need protection, I'm offering my holes up to the biggest lady in the room.
Absolutely. Listen. You can either give it to her voluntarily
or she can take it
involuntarily
in the middle of the night like a thief in the night.
And it won't feel as good.
No, it won't. If you at least give it to her like a little piece, you'll be like, ooh.
If you give it to her voluntarily, she'll do it gentler.
Because she's going to be like, oh, romance.
Exactly.
Ooh.
She might
But
have
if she has to take it, she's going to be pissed
jail
off.
makeshift lube.
Oh.
You're going to need it. She's in jail.
Oh, I didn't know.
But if it's involuntary and you fight her, now she's mad. So now she's not lubing you up. She's not talking to you softly. She's just, and it's not.
She's what? One more time. Got it.
It's not,
I don't need to say anything else. So next time, don't say nothing to me when I tell y'all, because they get so mad. Stop offering your holes at the slightest inconvenience. No, it's
the slightest
inconvenient.
inconvenience is prison. That's about as inconvenient as it can get.
I said prison and slavery. I will offer my holes up to go into the house.
No.
Yeah. Because I don't want to be working in the field. Like, I get it. Either way, I got to be a slave. I'd rather work in the kitchen. If I have to give him my butt.
That's different. Because he's going to take it regardless. And you're not making it to the house. You too dark. I'm not making it to the house. I'm way too dark.
That's why I'm trying to give him my hole.
He's going to take your hole regardless. And then he's going to leave your ass in the fields.
No, but
in that little hut.
But I'm saying
it doesn't work. See, and this is what the hell you get, because I tell you every year to watch Roots with me, and you don't want to watch it. But if you watched it, you would understand. He's still coming to the quarters to sleep with the darkies. I don't know why that caught me off guard. I knew what I was saying. He still comes there to sleep with y'all.
And then I just got canceled.
I'm so sorry.
And I just got canceled.
You said the N-word.
You can say nigga.
But I can't say darky.
Literally, no.
Oh, sorry.
Please don't cancel my mother.
What was
that?
That was me scratching it out.
What?
That was me canceling it. I was scratching it out. Okay, so he comes to the quarters and will still sleep with the dark-skinned ladies. And then he leaves you there and goes back to the house. The only ones that actually get to go to the house are the... Jemima ain't going either.
No, she got good hair. They might think that they gonna think she's a mulatto. Or she too dark to be a mulatto.
She's still too dark.
Jemima.
Yeah, she's too dark.
Yeah. What? Nothing.
She's too dark. She's way too dark.
Okay.
However, she would be in the house as a servant.
Why do you have to talk about slaves?
The one who don't ever want to watch Roots. She would be in the house as a slave. We would be left in the quarters.
I don't like this. We gotta do
Actually, you'd
stuff.
be closer than I would.
Perfect. I'm letting you know right now. I'm gonna have to leave you on the field.
I know you would, because you're trifling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, it's like I just gotta like preserve, as you know what I mean. It's just like I just gotta do it.
You and your little white ass dog, both of y'all would be in the house.
Wait a minute, you think slaves was allowed to have pets? That's a stupid question, ain't it?
They didn't have pets, girl. They ate them pets. They was hungry.
They were pets.
They were. They were pets.
Oh. Well, why? But wait, no. Why are you saying they would eat them? They were not eating animals. They were eating
Chicken.
mush and stuff.
They were eating food.
Then why'd you say we eat the dog?
Oh, I was joking, but because not like they
jokes about slavery,
but they
classy.
were. I'm sorry, we're sitting here talking. You brought up slavery and offering up your holes.
And on this day, my dreams died. I'm getting so canceled. Dang.
Okay, tell me first of all, if you didn't get canceled for all the cussing that you can't seem to.
You can't cancel someone for cursing.
What?
No. Please don't get out of the bed. Shh. We need to just.
She's repositioning. Don't
I'm
look.
explaining
Don't
to the
look at her.
people.
Don't look at her.
Oh gosh, she's sitting up. But you know, if you ignore her, she gets pissed off.
No, she doesn't.
All right.
When I ignore her, she lays it. See?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're good.
And we're back.
Okay. Back to slavery.
Okay.
All right. So they said the slightest inconvenience. I said jail, slavery, kidnapping.
Okay.
So have you ever seen the Belko Experiment?
No.
So the Belko Experiment is a movie that apparently is based off a true story.
Is that the one that's like that old movie where it was like a live recording? They run around with the phones. Remember that scary movie that I want to say Blair Witch, the Blair Witch Project.
I've never seen that before.
You have so. They ran around with their phones. It was supposed to be a scary movie, but they actually recorded the movie with their phones.
I've never seen that before.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Okay. So is that like this?
No. So the Belko Experiment, based off a true story. That's how I was told. It's a corporation that instead of doing layoffs and pay cuts, they trapped everyone in the corporate building, like armored, shut the doors, shut all the windows. A voice came on and they were like, in 2 seconds, y'all need to kill 3 people.
The devil. Wait a minute. Are we voluntarily in this building?
We came to work. I clocked in. I simply came to work today.
Okay.
In 3 minutes, y'all got to take out 3 people. So they were like, I'm not doing this like this. I'm not doing this. I'm not killing 3 people. I just came to work. And da-da-da-da-da. Head exploded, hit the floor. 5 random people. So they was like, hey, y'all, we ain't been around.
Oh, I'm popping.
Now.
I'm capping niggas. I'm sorry,
y'all have 2 minutes to kill 12 people or we're going to kill 20.
I'm slicing necks. How many people I got to go? How many people?
So at the end of the day, I think one person walked out of like.
I'd have killed everything in sight.
And they were doing crazy stuff. Like someone had beat someone with a stapler. Someone took a chick because they're in an office building. There is no slicing throats and capping people. You're at work.
You ain't seen the scissors in my office.
Well, so I'm saying like they were using office materials to kill people. It's sick. But there gets to this one point when, you know who's in it? Fitz. From Scandal.
Yeah, but outside of Scandal, Fitz is crazy in real life.
What's that mean? He vote for Trump, ain't
it? No.
Oh, well, I could deal with him then.
Hey, Tony.
Why'd you say he was crazy, though?
He just looks like he plays a real psycho.
I like that in a man.
I'm sure you do.
Get crazy on me. When I say, don't call me. When I block you on Instagram, hit me up on Cash App. Send me $1 and in the note say, unblock me. I'll be like, ooh, he crazy. He like me. I like that.
Don't call me, Mom. This crazy man has now found me. Please come get me.
He's sitting outside my job
with a stapler.
But anyway, so Fitz is in it. He plays like the big boss or whatever. Okay. Excuse me. And there's this woman, like this French woman, who it's just the 2 of them in the room, and he has killed people in the room, and she's trying to like get him to not kill her. So she undoes her shirt, and she's like, I know what you want. You don't have to do this. Da, da, da. And she like unbuttons her shirt and she walks over to him all sexy. And I said, I know that's right. And then he came over and he was like, stop, you don't have to do this. And he pulls her in and like goes to give her a hug.
And
all
snaps
you hear
her
is,
neck.
And he snapped her neck and she hit the floor. And I watched the movie with, we watched it like on a group thing, but I think we might be on the film. And Dwayne immediately sent a message and said, see what offering your holes gets you? Because they all know in the Discord, shout out to the Discord, That I'm gonna stop shouting y'all out. Actually, that was me taking it back. Unshout out. But I was like, because I always offer my holes, and he was like, she offered up her holes.
You should not say it like that.
Tomato, tomato. So he was like, she offered it up, and he still snapped her neck. So I think
it's self-preservation.
Yeah, I think if you don't at least think about it or try, you don't want to live that bad.
I think in that scenario, it was stupid of her to do that.
Why?
Because either way, either you have to go or I have to go, and you think you gonna offer him up some sex. Either way,
and then she can kill him during the sex.
And that's what she thought was gonna happen. That was dumb.
Why? Because if you like get into a space where he's like ooh ooh ooh, and then you stab him in the neck.
Hey,
bro.
Hey, y'all.
Honestly, I can't live my life.
Please go sit
with these dogs around.
Oh, please go sit.
Can do me a favor? Can you see her on the camera walking back and forth? But I bet you can hear.
But I bet you can hear them stilettos.
I'm just not going to pay attention to her and pray to God that she just gets back in her bed.
She will,
because I can't deal with this. Just don't look, please. She's gonna jump up on this thing.
No, don't.
Gray,
no. Get down.
This is so ghetto.
Get down. Get down.
Hey,
go.
Get in your bed, please. I'm gonna have to cut all this out. Get in your bed. This is ghetto. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just I try and it just doesn't. For some reason, Jemai has picked up the compressed air can. Got it. And I tell you one thing, Princess ain't having it. So Princess about to get right at this dog because she don't play that. I think that's gonna have an adverse effect of what we want to happen.
Go back. Go get in the bed. No.
I'm going to cut all this out. 24.
Okay. And we're back. See? All good.
Bro. I'm not gonna be able to record like this.
Well, you can't see her.
Okay. Yo. I lost my dang train of thought. I don't know what I was even about to say to you.
Bruh.
We might as well get this nigga a mic. Anyway, shoot, I lost my train of thought completely. Let me go to my top. Oh, you know what? We were talking about school. I don't know how we got on the Belco experiment, but you were in school to be a sex therapist, and now what are you doing?
Sex therapist. And honestly, the only reason why I'm not now is because it takes too long.
Takes too long?
Yes. It takes too long. It takes so long. No one's going to an 80-year-old sex therapist. And I just feel like by the time I'm done, I'd be 80.
So now what?
I'm still going.
But
I'm still a psychology major, and then I'll figure it out from there. At this point, I just want
to be done. How much time you got left?
I have 6 classes
left.
Yes,
but that's not bad.
It is not bad. If I were going full time, I would be done.
Because you take what, 2 classes a semester?
Per semester.
So you got 3 semesters left. But this is spring. Do you do summer classes?
I am now. So
you'll be done by this time.
No, I was supposed to do 2 semesters. I'm sorry, I was supposed to do 2 classes this semester, and one of my classes was completely wrong, so I dropped it. So right now I'm only taking 1 class.
Oh, that would piss me off.
It did.
What do you mean it was wrong? It wasn't one of your required courses?
It was. So what it was you have to. It was a required course, right? But you can choose from a range.
Mm-hmm.
So the course was like fundamentals of psychology, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like another, like the specific of the course. And clearly I wasn't paying attention because I signed up for it and then found out it is under psychology or liberal arts. It was a requirement, but the specific of the course was basically about organizations. Mm-hmm. It was a business course.
Oh, and that's not.
And at all.
Yeah.
And after reading the syllabus, I realized in order to even take this course and understand it, I would have had to take something else. So I ended up dropping it. Like, and there were
She's pretty.
multiple. She is. There were multiple people in the class, and we were all like, "Yo, what's happening right now? Like, what are we supposed to be doing?" Because no one understood it except for one person, and she was like, "Well, I am a business major, so I do understand it, but I think." She meant to take it, but was saying like, I understand how people accidentally got into the class,
Okay.
or she accidentally got into the class, but it was okay because she was familiar with it.
Okay.
So, and there was like an assignment due the first day of the class, and I was like, how am I supposed to? I can't do this. I don't even know
What's going on.
So I dropped the class like the day of the first class.
Dang. Yeah, that would tick me.
So now I have one class. And it's so weird because my last assignment was like February. It was due like February 24th.
When does the semester end?
I don't even know. But my next assignment, the assignment doesn't even open until March 17th. So at first, I was like, okay, I have a little break. And then when I really paid attention to it, I was like, wait a second. That's damn near a month.
Your semester is much longer than mine. I just hit my sophomore year. So now sophomore year, I'm taking the classes that are for my major.
Okay.
So I'm taking intro to criminology, and my elective is intro to sociology. Because for my major, a lot of the elective courses are my required courses. So for my social science elective, I didn't have anything to choose from. The only thing that they were offering this spring, because I'm taking the second spring because I missed sign up for the first one, was sociology. So
Okay.
I'm excited for criminology.
I like sociology.
I'm getting mixed reviews on it.
Why?
Some people say they like it. Some people say they don't like it.
I liked it. I think you'll like it.
Okay. I want something, if I can be honest, that I can BS through while I really focus on criminology.
I think you probably did.
That's what everyone said. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Did.
And then maybe this week, it's got to be this week because then we're on spring break. I'm going to a cadaver lab.
No way.
So I'm doing it's audited. I'm going to a cadaver lab with the students, and we get to go to a gross anatomy lab. Like
where?
Drexel.
Stop it.
So I'm going to. We won't get to see them actually cut anyone open. It's already done, but they will be open and exposed, and we're going to see the organs and all that kind of stuff.
That's the coolest.
Yeah,
Can you take pictures?
No, I'm so excited. Well, it's during the workday.
Okay.
Maybe I can ask actually because we're about to. I can ask because someone's about to not be going, so there's going to be an opening. But because she just couldn't not lay in that bed.
Yeah. She is enjoying herself. You know what? Send me the link, please. She needs this.
Yeah. P loves that bed.
Yeah.
But so that's actually one of my topics is I'm working, potting, and going to school, and I'm tired. And like, period, sis. And sis is me, but like also if y'all are out there, period. Because God created the earth in 7 days, but like God didn't have no podcast. And it's like I don't want to offend nobody, but I don't think God was this tired.
I'm so sorry, Jesus.
Because he won't potting and like not just potting.
Please don't strike my child down.
But potting and then working on another podcast and touring. Next month I'm gonna be exhausted.
Please don't strike my child down.
Because we're going on. So next month we have 3 shows back to back. Okay. Our first show is April like 17th, 13th or somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. And then the very next weekend we have a show on Thursday. And then, which is in Richmond. And then that Saturday we have a show in DC on Saturday. So we do New York, come home, repack, Richmond, Thursday night.
Good Lord.
Stay there and then drive to DC.
Richmond.
To be there Saturday.
How long of a drive?
Yeah, 6 hours.
I know.
So we were gonna fly, but I'm actually trying to do a little vlog situation of like the road, like us on tour. So I was like, we all put in and get like a Suburban or something like that. Pack the car up, drive down to Richmond.
Who was doing all this driving?
It would be everybody on the team, not me, obviously. So I was like, I don't drive, so I'll do gas. And like maybe get snacks or something, and then you can just swap out and take shifts. So it would be 5 of us maybe. And if we get the rental here, we pack up early, drive down, do the show there, drive to DC, do the show there, and then we would drive back home. Okay. And we just vlog and record and do it that way. And then we're done for April because we only have 3 shows in April. But like, I don't tell people, I don't know how Beyonce does it. Because I'm tired. And even Megan Thee Stallion is closer to me because Megan was in school when she first came out. She was getting her degree. Yeah. And it was like a big thing that she was touring, she'd be doing her homework backstage while they were doing her hair and stuff. And that's quite literally about to be me because I didn't realize that I was starting classes at the meat of the tour. And I won't be done until either the end of June, early July. We have a show in Miami June 1st. So I'm literally going to be in school the whole tour. And also potting. So what I'm going to end up doing, or what my plan is to do, is to take my mic with me and pod on the road. Yeah. Because I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
And like, why? But it's fun. Like, I love touring. I love going to the shows. It's very fun. But like,
it's tiring.
I'm exhausted.
Well, yeah.
I'm very tired. And people think this is just for fun.
It is fun.
Think it's just a hobby. And they don't understand I have a real job.
Do you need tissue?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll find you some tissue.
No. Can you fold it?
Do you need to do the Candace?
A triangle? Thank you.
The angle.
Yeah. I hate her.
God. Candace?
If you tell me you love her, I'll kick you out right now.
It's not that I love Candace, but I do love her reads. Baby, Candace will cut you like no other.
She's a nasty foul mouth, and I hate her.
She is. Well, listen, she's a hypocrite.
Yes, she is.
Because she literally just said but not calling people bitches. And then, because their production
is
like no other.
They have the best production.
Oh my God. And she calls somebody a wide back.
That's wide back bitch. That's what my mama said. That's what she said. Actually, episode title, wide back bitch.
Thank you, Candace.
Wide.
I hate you.
Back. I don't know if I can put
the B word, because stop cussing.
Oh no, I meant just for monetary purposes. Why are you putting that in your eye? You don't need it.
I know, but I had folded it, so it was actually for you. Here, you finished.
That makes me. I don't know why I just want to smack you so bad. Look at how she has her foot bent up on the chair. It's giving me the ick so bad. Speaking of icks, okay, this is a good topic. What's something that a man does that is not ick worthy, but it icks you?
But it's not ick worthy?
Yes, like for instance, I was talking to someone. We were like on FaceTime, and he folded, like he frogged his legs, so like his feet were touching, and he had his legs like this, like my elbows are his knees. Yes. And I said, oh my God, that is so ugly. I was like, you need to stop doing that because that is ick. Like, I was disgusted. I said that I do not find you to be. That's I don't know.
It like took the masculinity away.
Yeah. Because why are your toe? I can't even get it. The flames on the side of my face, burning me. Why you have your 2 big toes touching? Why are you going palm to palm with your feet?
They're neighbors. What do you mean?
He had both his big toes like this.
Okay. Because he touched his feet.
You see how you doing that? That looks stupid on you. Imagine it on a giant man.
Why does that look stupid?
That looks, you like an idiot.
Why?
No, I couldn't. I was like, you can't need to never do that again. I saw an Instagram clip and the lady was like, new ick unlocked. They were in the pool. She was in the pool with her husband. She put the camera under the water. He was treading water, but his feet was like doggy paddling. And she flipped the camera to herself and was doing this. And someone commented, damn, my man can't try to live.
Right. He's just trying to not drown.
And I was like, you know what? I'm also grossed out by that. Why are you treading water? And I understand you have to, but like, do it like a man.
And that would look like what?
Like, or maybe.
That's not what that looks like. You look like a fish.
You okay? All right. So something that's not icky, but it icks you.
I don't know. I would have to
see it in the
moment because I can't think of anything right now.
Do this on this side.
Okay. Right on camera. All right.
Yeah, I don't want you looking crazy. You look good now.
Okay, thanks.
You not hot?
No. But I run hot.
Oh my God. I can feel sweat on me.
You're hot. I just wanted to make you feel better.
Sorry?
Remember this?
What?
Remember,
why are you whispering? Yo. What?
The HOTT.
Oh. Yo. So I used to be a cheerleader.
Oh my God.
And my uncle used to, the cheer was hot. Dun, 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 hot. Dun, 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 dun. That was it.
Y'all spelled it out. That's where he got that from.
Okay, well, I don't remember how he spelled it, but he used to be either after the game or on the sideline. He would be like, I like that one, HOTT hot. And I used to be like, what? That it's not at all what we did. We didn't do this. This is a Christian cheer camp.
Throw his hip
and he would throw his butt out and he would HOTT hot. And I used to be like, that's not what we were actually doing, actually. And if you could stop, that'd be great. But yeah, she got to fix her foot, bro.
Or you could stop staring.
That looks terrible.
Or
got it. Okay. Oh, so you said you'd have to see it in the moment.
Yeah, I'd have to see it because it's not. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, every day I'm just icked more and more.
Okay, I don't know if this would apply, but nothing will turn me off faster than a man who walks on his toes.
That's it. That's an ick thing. like the way she walks.
She does not walk on her toes.
Yes, she does.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Then she stopped because she definitely used to, because you used to complain and tell her, stop walking on the tips of your toes.
Oh, then she shouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yo, I went out with a guy.
And they like boink, 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 like an idiot.
I went out with a guy. First of all, I met the guy online, which was a setup because I met him online. We talked for over a month or so. Because he was
before you had seen him in person.
Yes.
Trying to see if I have boob sweat, y'all.
We had sent pictures and stuff like that. We
like
had videos.
Nudie pics.
No.
Oh.
Idiot. And he was a fireman, so he would exactly. So he would send me videos when they had to go out on a fire, of the truck flying down the street, so I could see them flying down the street and the sirens going off and everything. Yeah. And then we went out. Oh, God. And that nigga tiptoed all the way to the car, into the comedy show, back to the car, and
oh my God,
I was done. One and done.
Yeah, that would get me. How tall was he?
Done. He was probably 5'10".
Okay.
He's 5'10", and he was built. He was a fireman.
Every episode.
Every week.
Notice. That's ick worthy. That's definitely ick worthy.
It was so.
Why not just walk heel to ground? Why not just walk like a norm?
Seriously,
I think people.
It was very. Yeah.
Okay. You know something else that gets me? The way someone holds their fork when they eat. So if they if this is the tip of the fork, if they eat like this, can't do it, because you hold the fork.
Yes.
Like this, like a pencil.
So yes.
And you do this.
But everyone was not trained.
Yeah, but this is not cultured.
Well, no, neither is this.
Yeah, that's on. The grip, the death grip, that'll get me to leave. Yeah. I'll leave. Yeah. You ever left a date? Mid-date.
I didn't leave. No, I didn't leave mid-date. I just never. No. I just never called you back.
But you sat through it.
I sat through it because he drove.
Oh Lord, that's back in the day when it was safe.
Yes. And yeah, because I had a car. Yeah. Why did I do that?
Yeah, probably because it was safe back then.
I guess.
You can't like trust a man to pick you up now. Unfortunately, the new thing I saw this on Instagram, which I actually like, is that sometimes like my age men are sending cars to pick women up for dates, like an Uber.
Really?
And I think that is so cute.
I love that.
Send an Uber,
Please.
but like send me like an Uber Black.
No,
because if a Honda
stop.
Accord comes
See,
to pick me up
and
and it's dirty,
you are,
what? Something not cool?
yeah, you make it bad for the other ones.
What?
He's already sent you a car. He got to send your ass a limo? Jesus.
Not a limo, but like
No, you're extra. You're doing too much.
no, because
He's
there's.
already sent you a car.
But what if it's like? Okay, so let's say not that it's a Honda Accord. That like the type of car is fine. But what if there's dark dog hair in it and it's you know what I mean like it's disgusting. When you do like the next level up like Uber Premier or something like that, it's a little bit more, but they usually like pick people up from airports or they do corporate ridings and stuff so you know that car is probably clean.
Okay. So, okay. Okay.
So it's really not about the type of car. It's the cleanliness of it and
It's,
like how
okay.
you know what I mean.
Yes.
So I don't care about the car, but if I'm dressed in this dress,
Yeah.
and I get into an Uber and there's
So you admit that that dress is more than just lounge wear, which is what she told me to wear.
no, listen. I looked
This is
on,
what I be quiet. I was told bring loungewear. So she said, "This is this is what she said. Bring loungewear because we do loungewear on this pod." Is what she said. So I brought my gray lounge pants. She said either gray or white top. And then this nigga showed up like this with her titties out.
they're always going to be out.
And this freaking dress on. And then gonna tell me I want this dress to wear around the house.
But I was about to say, I did see on Instagram, like the black girlies on IG have been saying like to feel better, like to kind of elevate yourself in your house. If you dress like cute or whatever, like you feel cute. So I specifically bought this as a lounge dress in my house. I was going to wear it a couple episodes ago, but then I found something else I wanted to wear.
Yeah, that's great. Here's the thing. You told me lounge wear.
If I can be honest, I didn't think you were going to. I don't know. I don't know. You want to come back and wear something sexy?
Do I want to come back?
I'm saying
You made me come here looking like Hobo the Fool. While you sit over here in your Kim Kardashian dress with all your titties out.
you don't ever compare me to Kim Kardashian. I am
You are not.
Coco Jones, a black woman.
Fine. Be Coco.
Okay, thank you.
Either way.
But also,
If you are Coco Jones, why would you do me like this? I'm your mother.
I didn't think you were gonna
out.
show. I thought it was. I thought to me. That's why I said put the tights on. The tights was giving like
Yeah, but then you put me in this office chair.
because then buy me another chair. I just saw my hole for this one.
So, any of you who want to be guests on this pod, or if she invites you to be a guest, because I was invited, I didn't even ask. And then she put me in an office chair and told me this is my pod. So she gets to be comfortable. She gets to wear the sexy clothes. I have to look like a hobo in the office chair.
To be fair, anyone who comes on the show would
You will be sitting in the
sexy.
office chair looking like a hobo.
Yeah, well, you are gonna be sitting in that chair because it's the only chair I got. And if you got a problem with, you can kiss my ass.
What I tell you about cussing, I swear to God.
Was you looking to throw it in my face?
Yes. I had to look to see how much I had.
Can you imagine? That would go viral. Can you imagine you throw that in my face? Do you remember on Love and Hip Hop? No, I don't want to go viral that bad.
Because girl, I was ready. You sure?
No, you want to pay for the. That's gonna go all on my walls.
Yeah, it is. And Lord knows they raise your rent enough.
She didn't mean that. Shut up, for they raise it again, and then I really do have to be. I started OnlyFans. Let me listen. OnlyFans. I'm baking cakes. My boobs are out. Dunking my tits hinds.
No.
Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Dunkin'. But I spell it like...
Wait.
I can't use Dunkin' like we run on Dunkin' my tits, Heinz. What you think? Probably yes, huh? Probably make a coin, right?
Please don't do that. Oh my God.
I gotta pay for these classes. I'm trying to get your grand dog out the hood. Look at she looks so happy. She living her best life. I'm over here talking about selling my Dunkin' my tits Heinz to get her good grade dog food.
Please stop saying that. It's warm in here.
Let me tell y'all something. My mom got here like 4. It's what, 8, almost 9. She's been talking about she's freezing cold since she got here.
Freezing.
Mind
it's
you.
so funny when people move out of their parents' home and then they get the bills of their own, and then all of a sudden heat is no longer a necessity.
Child, the other day, this nigga said something about being cold or something like that. I said, put a hoodie on.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm wearing a hoodie. Well, then put on your outerwear.
Meanwhile, you wanted to blast my heat to 80 and have every space heater on.
But here's the thing. At your house, I was in the bed. What did I ask you to bring today? How am I going to get thin and sexy and find a man or a woman?
Did you look through the boxes that I brought?
The kettlebells?
Yes.
They're in there?
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry. That's why them boxes was so heavy.
Yeah.
You put a kettlebell in them. It was 2, right?
Yes. Are the blue ones the blue balls, barbells? Those are mine, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give my things back. My weights back.
Let me ask you a question. Are you going to use them?
Give me my weights back. Have you been using yours? No.
No, because they were at your house.
You should have brought them if they were that important and you were that concerned.
Here's the thing. I thought that I did. I don't know how I did that. You know what I got? A Pilates. I got Pilates bar.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did you get it?
I got it forever ago. I've only used it
How
once.
many times? Exactly.
Because when I used it, and the next day, it works. Because the next day, my back, it felt like I had been whipped.
Really?
Yes. It worked. Because the resistance band, I don't know. I was in there. I did it for an hour. And yeah. So that's part of the thing. Like, I'm working out so that I can get back to. My thought is that if I lose weight, I'll lose weight in my boobs.
Possible.
Thank you, God. Because let me tell you something. I had to get bra from LB. $60. At this point, hear me out. I don't want to sound ridiculous. If I take some tape around the back, take it to the front.
No.
Good tape, weather tape. I can shower with it. I don't have to take it off. I can put it on my clothes. I don't have to take it off.
I don't think
and it will hold them up. That roll of tape
would rip
is a
your
quarter.
Skin off.
I don't plan on taking it off.
Well,
you think it would tear my skin up?
Yes. And then you won't stink eventually.
You know something though? Why?
Because you can't wash under the tape.
So why would I stink? The tape is going to hold the funk in.
And funk.
Wait, why would I stink? I'm confused.
Because you can't bathe under the tape. You ever seen somebody with a cast?
Yeah, but I never smelled in it.
Okay. When the cast comes off,
it stank.
That shit stank. Why?
Ew.
Because you can't wash. Yes. Yeah. Go and let that marinate.
Oh, it already has.
Them titties gonna be stanking.
My titties gonna be marinating.
And then you will have to take that. Remember when you tried to wax underneath your arms?
Why would that enter your brain?
Because that's what it's gonna be like to take that tape off.
Yo.
Remember when you tried to leave it? Remember when you asked me, can I just leave it here?
The very first time I ever waxed. I got scared halfway through. I couldn't pull it off. I said, Mom, please help me. But then she tried to pull it and I got scared.
So she wouldn't let me do it.
Child, the wax got hard like this. I said, nope. She had to pull it off. It hurt so bad. One time, I don't think I told you this. Let me wait till you swallow because I don't want you to spit in my house. I tried to wax my privates. Right? And I got afraid. I tried to pull it right. I got afraid. So I just was trying to breathe. and it hardened. Sounds like I'm just gonna still try to snatch it, and I couldn't. So I had to lift it and slide scissors under there, and use the scissors to cut the wax off.
I'm crying, literally.
And I was like, I looked down. I said, I was holding the scissors in one hand and the wax in the other. I looked down at myself and I was like, look at yourself. So then I just nared the rest because I couldn't bear to put the wax back on me. I won't do it. Even now, I can't wax the whole area. I can only do the top.
Why are you trying to wax it?
I don't believe in paying for something I can do.
But clearly you cannot.
I can't. It's just not a pleasant experience. So I just do the side. I do the top. I nair the rest.
Wait. What?
I do the sides. I do the top. I nair the rest. Because I can't wax the rest because the skin is too sensitive and I'm too scared. And you can tell. Because, like, the top will be,
this
like,
This
abnormally.
is the most unproductive podcast you've ever done.
The top, like, the difference when you wax, it feel like, you know, you gotten waxed, it feels like you never had hair there. When you nair, it feels like it could have.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Because it's like, the top is like this. When I nair it, it just be like. The nair. It takes the hair away, but it's not as smooth of an experience.
Then you do it wrong.
Why? Well, no, because I don't want to get hair like into my privates.
Why did you just turn Southern?
It's my privates. Oh, I don't know.
Into my privates.
But I don't want to get nair inside the hole.
Then don't stick nair up in there.
But you have to get nair on your what's the proper term for the lips?
You said that out loud.
The labia?
Mm-hmm.
It's also this song was like, I don't want anyone to do something to my labia or my menorah. It's like, it's not a menorah.
That's
but
a different religion.
Labia is not.
Seriously? Stop. Move on. Because you just told people you were in college. Move on.
Why? But I knew menorah was a different religion. Why'd you feel the need to tell me that? You thought I was that stupid.
But you just asked me.
I can never remember the proper term. But yeah, I don't like to. You have to get the hair off of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it is on the side, like, you know. Inside.
And so you'd rather rip it with wax?
No, that's what I'm saying. I nair it. But I don't I don't want the nair. I just feel like the nair is going to move or slip or something. And I don't want it to go inside of my vagina. So
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even nair my butthole. Because you have to shave your butthole.
Do you?
You don't.
I'm saying, what activities you doing that you need to shave it? Who shaves their asshole?
You meant that with everything in you.
Seriously.
I feel like we talked about this before.
We did, and I was confused then. We talk about it a lot.
We do talk about it a lot. You.
I ain't never told you I did that.
No. You said that you didn't, but I'm just saying.
Dude. Why you need to shave that?
I'm not shaving the actual butthole. I'm shaving the inner parts of the cheek. So, like, I'm shaving this.
You're shaving that.
Yeah. Sometimes people like to go back there.
People?
Like, I'm just
anybody?
No, I guess a person that's been welcomed.
You can't nair that?
No, because what if your butthole sucks it up?
It's not a vacuum.
No, but sometimes it does this.
Not by itself.
But that's what I'm saying. If I put it in there and I don't, like...
So here's the thing. Okay. I cannot believe. This is what you called me over here for? Okay.
Shoot.
You got Sir, give us a second. Butt cheeks.
Go ahead.
Inside the butt cheeks is the hole in there.
Mm-hmm. I
If
spread the butt cheeks and I shave
So this
right here.
Yeah. So there is no the hole's not doing anything.
I know, but I don't trust it.
It's not going to suck it in.
That's what I feel.
No, but it won't.
I don't want to.
All right. You just keep on putting razors back there then.
That's the only place I put a razor
Your ass
to.
is going to sneeze one day and slice your ass.
Oh,
in half.
I hold my breath because I don't want to get a slice back there. You ever
should probably not put razors
spread
back
your
there.
butt crack too far and get a paper cut in your butt crack? I have. I have. I'm serious, Mom. I have.
I know.
Yeah, it's the worst. And you're trying to wipe yourself. There's a paper cut back there in your butt crack.
Why are you spreading your butt cheeks so far?
I have a big behind. I want to make sure I get it. But also sometimes other people.
Oh, stop telling me what other people do back there. Because I don't need to know that you invite people back there.
I don't invite them.
So they just randomly go back there?
Yes, it's sex. People don't they're not random. You're making it seem like I asked Joe from off the God. Don't look.
Mm-hmm.
You make it seem like it's just a random person. I know the person. But I'm just saying, sometimes people are like,
I don't understand why.
Like, this is like,
how come booty action always gets this?
No, this isn't booty. Booty?
Yeah.
No, I don't do butt stuff.
Literally, why are we shaving our ass crack?
So it's a pleasure. It's something nice to look at.
You just said you don't do butt stuff.
But that doesn't mean someone doesn't see the butt.
Do they have to see inside the crack?
If they want to.
That's butt stuff.
No, butt stuff is someone's in your butt. I don't let people go in my butt.
Okay, but they're still back there.
No, that's not butt stuff, Mom. Butt stuff is if they're...
Butt stuff is anything involving your butt.
No, it's not. Not if they're just looking.
I can look at your butt. That don't mean you need to shave it unless you have hair coming out of it.
No, but sometimes you get little hair or something back there. I want to make sure that if someone is back there and
what you doing? Butt stuff?
No, you make me say this.
If anyone is back there,
she has to go to bed.
I think so.
Jemai,
please.
She can't hear.
We ran out of paper. Jemai.
Oh, no, she was trying to scratch herself. Is that?
I don't have anything else to throw.
She has to go to the restroom?
I think so.
One moment. The big dog has to go to the restroom. Jemai. Mommy said that Gray has to use the restroom.
She's not going to.
Force her, please.
I don't think it's raining now.
She needs to be forced.
But can you go behind and not? Jemai told me one time you said, did this just dedoy me?
I said?
Yeah. Like you said something. You said something to her and she said dedoy. And you said, did this just dedoy me?
I didn't say that. I probably said nigga. I didn't say the B word. I would never say the B word. I would not. I've never said that to you.
No, but I'm saying people don't have, so like if they're back there, they can see it. That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
But they're not in your butt.
But then what are they doing back there?
Hitting it from the back.
So then they're in your butt.
Hitting it from the back isn't your butthole.
But if they're back there, hitting it from the back, you think they're not back there?
That's not butt stuff. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink is butt stuff.
I don't think that's necessarily the only.
To me, butt stuff is someone's in the butt stuff. Not just looking at, not if they just spread your cheeks to look. That's not butt stuff.
Okay.
You're a freak. You think everything is butt stuff. That's sick.
I'm the freak.
That means you do butt stuff. Ew, pervert. Well, sorry. If you, I don't want to kink shame and yuck your yum. If you do butt stuff, enjoy yourself. What? In the
next
butt. How do we get on?
Because you're a freak. And she's not even ashamed.
Why would I be? Half of these people family on a very disgusting podcast. I don't need to be ashamed. I'm a saint compared. I don't know how we got on that though.
Me.
Let's see. Oh, I feel like we can that's crazy. How do we get on bus stuff? One of my since it's Women's History Month, I feel like the people ain't gonna like this, but one of my topics is I prayed for a girlfriend crew and now I hate them. Let me preface this. I made this topic list before the core four. I do not hate you. I love you. But my old friend group, shut up. My old group of ladies that I stopped talking to, not stop, yeah.
Because you will cut somebody off quick.
Yeah, I hate them. Not, and hate is a strong word, but like not in the literal sense of hate, but I hate them. And I like I don't have, you know this, I don't have a lot of girly girlfriends. I'm like, most of my friends are guys. And that's just because, you know, they don't really care. They'll be mean to me, and I kind of like it.
Because you're mean.
Because I'm mean, and because they drag me along places whether I want to go or not, and there's not a lot of crying and whining involved, and I can be mean to them, and they tell me shut up, and no one is. It's not a lot that goes into it, and I kind of like that. And then I got a group of girlfriends. They just kept talking to me, about everybody's got a problem with something and tone and.
Okay, let me just stop you for 1 second.
Just shut up.
So, I recall an episode where you were talking about friendships, being a good friend.
I'm a great friend.
Are you? Mm-hmm. Because you literally just mentioned about how girls are whiny and they always want something or they need something.
They did.
If you are a good girlfriend and I need something, I should be able to call you and not worry about the fact that you're saying I'm whiny.
Because
like Chelsea from Love is Blind. Sorry, yo.
I haven't seen that.
She's such a. I hate Chelsea.
So it's not that I have an issue with them needing something, but it's also, and this ties into another topic that I had. I don't have an attitude, but now that you have asked me 30 times, what's wrong? You okay? Why are you mad? I didn't have an attitude before, but now that you keep asking me, I do have one. And now I just want you to shut up and stop talking to me. It's that. Because you asked me, so for instance, in our friend group, me and another person in the group kind of fell off and got into it. And she kept saying, I just feel like something's not the same. I feel like something's wrong. And I was like, I'm good. I don't know what it is that you're feeling, but I'm fine. We're good.
So did you not feel that something had fallen off?
Something absolutely fell off. And I expressed to her, it was in the middle of we had just moved here. Mm-hmm. I was doing that podcast stuff. I'm doing this podcast stuff. And I was like, it's just a lot going on right now. I don't really have the capacity. And she's coming to me complaining about things like her and this same person at work don't get along. We know this. Y'all can't stand each other. You don't like each other. It's how it's always been. Stay out of their face. Mm-hmm. Stop going back. After a certain point, if I keep telling you the same thing and you keep going back expecting a different result, that's insanity. Mm-hmm. Stop coming to me for insanity. Especially when I told you already, I am going through other things. I'm trying to navigate other things in my life. Mm-hmm. And you don't ask me about any of that stuff because we always talking about this type of stuff. You coming to me talking to me about this back and forth with this boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And it's right now, and I used to say, I just don't have right now, I don't have the bandwidth for this. I don't have the capacity for this. Mm-hmm. So I sent a whole group chat out to everybody and was like, I just need some grace. I know I've been a little snappy. It's not really y'all. I just need a moment. I don't have the patience. Just kind of leave me alone for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And instead of doing what I asked, she continued to say smart things. I would come to work or leave work or something. She would be like, well, bye, Samaj. Bye, Samaj. Bye, Samaj. And I used to be like, yo, can I get out the door? I'm on the phone. Can you give me a second? So that started to piss me off. So now I'm reacting to her doing things that it's nigga, I just text you and told you why I'm acting the way I'm acting, or saying I need a break a little bit. I need some grace. Lay off. Mm-hmm. And you're literally doing the opposite of that. So now when I'm acting like an a-hole to you, Now you're coming to me, or now when I'm being very short with you and making it clear of like, I don't feel like talking. Now you coming to me like, well, what's wrong? I feel like things are different. And I feel like da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, nigga, because you're doing the opposite of what I asked you to do.
Okay, did you tell her that?
Yeah.
And
She didn't. She was like, well, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm like, I asked for A and you gave me D. I don't have time. Like, you're getting on my nerves, basically. And you keep doing the same thing and it's starting to tick me off, and shut up and stop talking to me. But you know, after a while, I don't have the, I don't do well with eloquently saying something after I feel like I've already expressed how I felt and someone keeps doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be honest and say it got to a point where I just stopped. Like, she could talk to me and I used to just be like, or she would say good morning, I'd be like, morning, and keep it pushing. Cause like, I've tried now already with you and you keep saying and doing the same thing that I've asked you not to do. So I didn't have an attitude before, but now I have one because you forced one.
Okay.
And then it was this thing of like, now everyone in the group, please don't get water on my dress. Everyone in the group is acting like I'm the crazy person. When it's like, no, because I remember when I asked y'all or said to y'all, this is what I need, and y'all kept being annoying. So yeah, now I'm being nasty because when I asked you for A, you didn't give me that. And sometimes I feel like the only way people respond to me or react to me is when I have to be mean and nasty or get feeling on them, as some of you say. And then they get it. But like, that's not my fault. I shouldn't have to do that. If I said I'm fine and I don't want to be bothered, leave me alone.
So, but do you recognize that you may say that you're fine, but your actions are showing something else?
I don't care. If I say it out my mouth that I'm fine, leave me alone.
Then don't say I'm fine. Say you don't want to talk about it. Because if I'm your friend and you are telling me that you're fine and I can visibly see there's something going on, as your friend, I'm still going to ask you.
But did I not then say that when I sent the text saying like I just have a lot going on between the move and the pod and everything? Like, I just need some space to kind of get it together. And I'm asking for some grace. And I just like, it's not y'all, love y'all.
All right, well, yeah. That would have been enough.
So now it's like, now all of a sudden it's me who's acting nuts. And it's like, no, it's really not. Shut up.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get if you communicated that I need some space, I need some grace, I've got a lot going on, and it's still coming at you. I get that. I do get, yeah. Okay, like now you're going to make me snap. No, I get that.
And that's annoying. But that's the same thing in relationships. If your boyfriend is like, or your girlfriend is like, what's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong? Nothing. What's wrong? Negro? I said nothing.
Right.
But now you don't keep on asking me. Now I want to punch you in your face.
Yeah. So usually it's better, like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. There's something, but I don't want to talk about it right now. Which is what I used to say to y'all when y'all were little. Like, if it's something bothering you,
I apologize in advance.
I apologize in advance. It's if I had a bad day, so I'm apologizing in advance. If I snap at you, it's not you. I'm sorry. Or yes, what you did bothered me, but I don't want to talk about it right now.
That's what I try to do, specifically because you used to do it. So now I will say to someone, if I care, I'm apologizing to you in advance. I'm in a cranky mood. I feel bratty. I'm not in a good space. I had a bad day. If I say something that's like nasty, I don't, like, it's not you. I just had a bad, like, I'm in the mood.
Right.
And then sometimes, like, some people are, mostly, they'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I got that. Or I'll say, like, somebody, so, like, pinky promise is, like, my swear to God. Excuse me. So gassy. If something is wrong with me or someone that I'm talking to did something and I'll be like, they'll be like, are you mad? No. Are you sure? No. Okay, what's wrong? Nothing. Do you pinky promise? No. And then they'll be like, okay, well, do you want to talk about it? And I'll be like, I cannot talk to you about this right now because if I talk to you, I'm going to come out of character. We need to talk about this later.
That's okay.
But then the person has to actually respect that you said that.
And everyone, it's not always that they don't respect it. But if you don't know how to communicate that way, you're not necessarily going to receive it.
So then what I'm supposed to do? Punch them in the face?
No, then that's on them. I communicated it to you. Now, what happens after this? I can't control. So if I snap at you after this, I've already said I cannot do this right now.
Right.
Please give me some space. Give me a minute. Let me gather myself. Let me gather my thoughts. Let me collect myself. And then we can revisit this and we can have an adult conversation.
I'm burning up.
Because if, I don't know how, you're naked. Because if we talk about it right now, I'm going to snap and I'm going to say something you're probably not going to like.
Yeah.
Or, I'm going to come out of character. So, but even in relationships, I mean, if you think about a relationship, any relationship, everyone does not always, like there's always a person who, I want to talk about it now. I can't talk about it right now. I need a minute. But if you don't communicate that way, or if that's not, like I am very, no, we need to talk about it now because I'm pissed now. So let's talk about it now.
Tell me now or I'm going to throw up.
I'm not going to.
Oh.
But
I got bad anxiety. If you don't tell me now, I'm going to throw up. And don't text me and say, we need to talk later.
I hate that. Do not text me 8 o'clock in the morning and tell me you need to text me.
We need to talk when we get off work.
Yeah.
Nigger.
No. Because I done already called out.
That literally, tell me now. And I will text. I text back all the time. Tell me now or I'm going to throw up. Because my anxiety. Do you remember that day? This when I was working at the corporate building downtown. And I had done something. I can't remember the t-shirt. We was fighting over the t-shirt. And I called you and was like, she is pissed. She is upset. And when I talk to me, I think she's going to break up with me. And you were like, well, what did she say to you? And I was like, she said she don't want to talk about it right now. And you were like, well, then she doesn't talk about it right now. Just let her come. Like, and I was like, it's 7 a.m. I'm not going to do this. And I remember I left my desk. I went down. I worked on the 27th floor. I went down to the first floor, called my mom in the lobby. I'm crying in the lobby. Like, she will not talk to me and she hates me. She's going to break up with me. And my mom was like, she's not going to break up with you. And I said, can you please text her? And she was like, she doesn't want to talk about it. I called that girl and was like, you need to get up now and you need to talk to me. And I was crying and everything. And she was like, why are you crying? She was asleep. And she's like, why are you crying? And I was like, well, because you don't want to talk to me and you're mad at me. And I just feel like you're going to break up with me. And this is stupid. I don't know why you're upset with me over this. It's not that serious. And she was like, yo, nobody was going to break up with nobody. I'm asleep. I'm angry. I just don't want to like yell at you right now. And she was like, we are fine. Go back to your desk. Like, it's fine. And I was like, okay, but are you going to break up with me?
But she said that in the first sentence.
Yeah, but I need to hear it again. You need to tell me 3 times for me to think it's the truth.
Okay. And so did you recognize in that moment that you were the psycho? You still haven't come to that realization.
What do you mean by that?
So that's a yes.
No, what do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
No, that's not a psycho. That's called passion.
No. Just because you disguise it, just because that's what you call it, doesn't mean that that's what it is.
No, I'm trying to like say like, hey, relax. You don't need to break up with me over this.
Okay, so if you wanted to say, hey, relax, you could have done that. Because here's the thing. All she said was, I don't want to talk about it right now. You chose to call that lady at 7 o'clock in the a.m.
Because I need to talk about it.
After I said, leave her alone.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Psycho.
Leave her alone wasn't an option.
Psycho. That makes you the crazy person.
I wanted to just talk about it.
Crazy.
For wanting to communicate.
At 7 in the morning.
People like to yell this. Communication. Now you can only communicate between the hours of 9 and 5. Okay.
Even if you could only communicate between 9 and 5, did you wait until 9 and 5?
No, because that's 2 hours away. I would have thrown up on myself.
Because your crazy kicks in early.
No, immediately.
I know.
As soon as I think you mad, I'm like, what do you need me to do? What have I done? What is wrong? As soon as I think you mad, what's going on? Nothing. I don't want to talk to you. Like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. You need 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm on my way over.
Got it. Literally. But let's be clear. That's nothing. Because she was the same way. That time that I had gotten upset.
I know. And
she got in her car and drove 6 hours Because technically she had come from one place,
I know.
went home, and came. There was a total of 6 hours after I said, do not come up here. Showed up at
on
the house.
my porch. Hey, Mom.
And was like, Mom, good. Like,
I was like, come on.
She already told me. Come on.
Come on in.
The doors of the church is open. Doors of the church is open. Come on.
I was expecting you.
And I came down the steps like you didn't.
You were excited. You just did not show it to her.
Well, because you got to keep them guessing. I like to keep niggas in a trick bag. Like, what's that, the little rabbit from the Tricks cereal? What's his name?
The Tricks rabbit.
Tricks are for kids?
The Tricks rabbit. He didn't
Yeah,
have a
Tricks
name.
are for kids. Oh, you're saying his name is Trick. First of all, that seemed like pedophilia to me. Silly rabbit, Tricks are for kids. Oh, wait. Never mind. I thought that, because he was trying to lure them, right?
No. That's the Pied Piper.
But the Tricks rabbit gives me Pied Piper vibes.
Why? Because it's Tricks. Because it's called Tricks.
Because he tricks kids.
But he doesn't. It's called Tricks. The series.
But in the commercials, is he not tricking kids to get the cereal? He is.
Tricking them to get the cereal?
Yeah, like he was tricking them. I'm gonna look it up.
Please.
He was tricking them so he could get the cereal from them, and they would not fall for the trap, and then they would say, "Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids."
Yes, you're right. Okay.
That right there.
But no. He was tricking them, trying to get their cereal, not trying to get them. The Pied Piper was luring children out of the village.
And then what was he doing?
R. Kelly. In the story, he was just luring the children out of the village. Like, he would play, and he was just like basically kidnapping all of the children.
But then what was he doing with them?
You don't know.
That's sick.
Yeah, it is. Hence,
he who shall not be named.
Yeah, him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That reminds me of what's that movie? That like 3-hour movie. That's it's a Stephen King movie, and the guy Storm of the Century.
Oh God, I hate that movie.
Storm of the Century. My mom, when I was younger, she had watched this when I came in her room on like a Friday night. She's watching this movie. And it gave me scary vibes. So I was like, okay, whatever. I like watched a little bit, then left. Come in her room Saturday morning. She's still watching this movie. I said, oh, she must have fell asleep. Come back in her room Saturday night. She still watching the movie. I said, well, damn, how long the movie is? The movie had to be, 3 hours long?
That's a long movie.
And it was on DVD. It was like 3 discs. Each disc was like an hour long. And the power, because I only ended up watching it with you, like the end portion. Because whoever demon person came to the town, like this small town, the power had gone. It was a storm of the century. The power had gone out or something. I don't remember what they were locked in the church. They drew marbles or something like that to see. So the guy, I don't remember the whole story because I didn't see the whole movie. All I remember is that this man, he was like the devil, made them draw marbles. They had to vote on which child he was to take from the town as his apprentice. Mind you, these kids weren't like babies. Like they were like in like first graders.
Yeah. And
the people in town were outraged. And they like, we're not falling for this and da-da-da, but you couldn't kill him. He was like a spirit, of a being of some sort. And so they took a bag of marbles. Each family or each parent set had a marble. They drew the marbles out the bag.
You're going to have people looking for this.
And like the mayor, it was like the mayor's marble got picked or something. And him and his wife.
You watched quite a bit of this movie.
Yeah. I watched from the time they were trapped into the church until the credits rolled.
Oh, that's the whole movie.
Because, it was long, but I remember I didn't see the whole thing. But they had drew the marble. He lost his son. And then they end up like in the town or in another town like years later. And they're walking down the street or something. And they recognize him. And they like call his name or something. And the movie goes off with him like turning his head. But his eyes like kind of do something crazy, like light or something. And you're like, dang, like he's a demon now. Or something like that. It was crazy. And I was like, why would you be watching this? You have a knack for watching sick movies.
What other sick movies I watch? Name one.
What Lies Beneath? My parents, God bless them. DHS should have taken me. They took me to a movie theater. with them to go see what I feel should have been an R-rated movie.
I think it was. But you were little.
So why did people let me in? It's R-rated.
You have to be accompanied by an adult.
Bull. The lady live in the house. The husband left her. She climbs on a fence. She pricks her finger. I don't know. Lady take a bath. Y'all. She takes this bath. And she gets in this bath.
This is the only scene this girl remembers.
And she got under the water. And then she popped out and her face is like ghost white. I said, shoo. I got up and I left the theater. I pissed the bed for 12 years after that. You couldn't tell me it wasn't somebody in my closet. I was grown, pissing the bed. I don't know why. I tried to watch that movie as an adult. You're that cold?
No, I'm just comfortable.
Oh, I tried to watch that movie as an adult and it gave me goosebumps. It gave me the heebies. And now, like, I was like watching. I'm like, you're fine. Like, this is fine. This is fine. And I couldn't. I'm like playing with my hands. I'm sweating and stuff. And I said, I cannot do it. So I like skipped through and I said, you know what? I really only need to watch one scene. I need to tackle this scene and I'll be fine. So this little white cracker woman gets in the.
But that's not gonna get her canceled.
That's definitely gonna get me canceled. That I didn't mean to say that, y'all. Don't clip that and share it with people. She gets in the bathtub. And I couldn't do it. Like all I made to was her. I skipped to this part specifically because I was like, if I watch this, I don't need to watch the whole movie. Mind you, to this day, I don't know how the movie ends. I don't know. I don't even know what the movie is about. I just know she took a bath and the bath did her dirty. The bath and turned her wrong. I tried to put it on as an adult. I put that scene on. She ran the bath water. She stepped in. She sat down, and I couldn't do it. I literally picked up the fire stick. I said, nope. I shut it off expeditiously. To this day, I have not seen it. Won't. Just won't.
All right. But other than that.
That's enough. I peed the bed after. It literally traumatized me.
Okay. I'm sorry. We used to take you to the movies all the time, and you were fine.
To see stuff like that?
And you've seen Love Jones like 3 times.
Okay. What's the scary part of that movie? Black love? Just talk over it. Just sometimes you just got to keep podding. Just keep talking.
But I don't have any other freaky movie. Listen, hey, why are you watching? Why you shouldn't have been in my room? Why are you coming in my room when I'm watching movies?
We're not talking about that anymore. We're talking about the movie that you paid to take me to see. That traumatized me. As had me pee the bed.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry.
And to this day, when I bring up, my dad goes, your mom wanted to take you to see that.
I was about to say, he's the reason why we went to go see that movie.
He said, your mom wanted to take you to go see it.
He lies on
No,
me.
I'm sorry. Your mom wanted to see the movie. That's what he said.
That's not true. Your dad wanted to see that
Somebody
movie.
should come take me out to home. I come running out. Did y'all get me back into the theater? How did that end?
I had to go get you. Because you literally got up, climbed over
Nope.
and went running. It was like, somebody's child is running up.
Here's the thing. When I'm scared or uncomfortable, all respect goes out the window.
Out the window.
I don't care.
We took y'all rock climbing. And it was at like an adventure thing. It was indoors. And the 2 of y'all went rock climbing. And Jemai is at the top
of
this wall like a little howler monkey. She scaled this wall. You got halfway and was like, get me down.
I don't care.
And I was like, Samaj, you're halfway, keep going. And she was like, no, get me down now. And I was like, your sister is way higher than you. And she was like, I don't care. Get me down.
I don't care.
And I looked at the man and was like,
pull her down.
Can you take her down, please?
Oh, yeah.
It just saw you lowering you down with your little...
Well, I got an attitude.
Like, I don't care.
Once I'm uncomfortable or scared, I don't care who my mama daddy is. Do what I said. Take me down. I don't have time. I don't have time for this.
She gets
something happened like
disrespectful
on the cruise or something when I went with my dad. Mind you, I went on a cruise with my dad 2 years ago. He wanted me to do something. I can't remember what it is he wanted me to do, and I said I'm not doing that. And he was like, he wanted me. I can't remember what it was, and he was like, Smaj, go do this. And he was like, it's fine. And I said no. And he was like, go do this. And I said no. And he was like, I can't believe you're doing this right now. Go, like, I cannot remember what it was. And he just kept saying, go. And I said, no, stop asking me. And I was like, I'm going to get a drink. And I walked away. And he was like, I can't believe you acted like that. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I just
you stop. Such a brat.
Stop talking. No. That's not the word we want to use. I'm trying to beat some allegations right now. No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. But you made me this way.
Not at all. No, your dad's a brat. And that's where you get it. Because that one's not a brat. There's only one. I gave birth to one brat. And she's sitting over there.
Whatever.
See?
So my initial plan actually was to have you on for your birthday. Like to air for your birthday.
I'm leaving. I'll come back.
Okay. But my mom is turning 26 this year.
That's right.
For the 12th time in a row. And I'm just joking. She's only been 26 2 times. This is her first year being 26. Usually she does us to tell people that she's 25. Excuse me. What are your plans for your... I don't know. It could be the bubbles or something.
I don't know, child. I'm tired. By the time, I don't know.
How old you turning?
26.
Oh, I asked. Okay, got it. What's some advice you have for all the young saints out there?
Thank the
Stop.
Lord.
Before you say this, say something serious.
Thank the Lord for every morning that you wake up.
That's not freaking advice.
Oh, advice. I'm sorry. That is advice. I advise you to thank the Lord every morning that you wake up.
Okay, now give us something we can use.
Advice about what, Samaj?
Got
don't
it.
Do
okay.
Drugs. Don't do hard drugs. Don't do coke. Don't shoot up.
Oh,
that's not good. I don't. It has to be specific advice. I can't just spit out
advice about self-love and growth. Advice about self.
You know what? Be honest. This is something I used to tell y'all too. Be honest. I think if you like right now, you're arguing with someone or you're mad at someone, but you know in your heart that you had something to do with that and you won't even be honest with yourself or that person. I hate that. Be honest. Like, if you cannot look yourself in the mirror and admit to yourself, I'm wrong. Like I don't want to say be an adult, but that is a level of maturity that I think a lot of people don't have. And
so, like, are you saying, like, if I'm arguing with someone that I'm talking to and it's like we got to this point because of something that I said,
and you are holding fast to that, but you know deep down inside, I said that because I was hurt about something, or I said that, like, yes, you may have caused me to say it, but I know that I play a role in this. But I'm gonna hold steady but I'm mad at you.
Instead of just being like, look, I'm
mad,
but I know that what I said to you was out of line, and so I apologize.
Yes.
I did that today.
Able to you have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be honest. If you cannot admit to yourself, then you have work to do. Like, we've not been talking for X amount of years, but I know I had something to do with that. But when the conversation's brought up, it's all about you. Like, you can't ever admit your part. Or, granted, I might be mad at you, but I know that our relationship was more than what I have minimized it to. Be honest. And go to that person and be like, it's really not that serious.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. And you might recover the relationship, you might not. That's okay. But to hold a grudge with a person when you know, like, prior to this grudge, we rode for each other, or prior to this grudge, I know, like, we may not have been like this, but I know you did for me. I know I could have called you and you would have been there. I know that you have done things for me that when I needed
When I needed something.
Yes, but now this one thing, because it's gotten to your ego, you won't allow.
You're not budging on it.
You're not budging on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think then you need to check yourself. You have to be able to check yourself.
I not to put you on the spot again, but it's Women's History Month, so I actually should have asked you, what's some advice for women?
I think that's good advice for women as well.
I knew you was talking about a woman, ain't it?
I wasn't talking about a woman.
Oh.
I'm saying in general, because that goes for men and women. But I do think for women, like you mentioned on one of your episodes, you were talking about how you want women to support one another more. And which I think this generation or these
Mine?
early, yes, that's a thing. And I love that.
Yeah.
Because earlier generations, we don't do that.
Y'all gatekeep.
Oh my God.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
And we had that
so
conversation.
bad.
So when we do vending events, usually me and my mom will try to do when I was more into it, but we would try to do like the same vending event, and she would go and do her body butters and all that stuff, body souffle. And I would do my baking. And it was like a thing where the older women, they don't want to share tips and tricks and trays. They don't want your table next to them. They don't want anything. It's like very weird. And then you see like girls my age where I'll take a lap around the vending event and I come back with a waist bead I ain't gonna wear, a button, a scarf, a this and that. And my mom would be like, where did you get all that? And I was like, well, I just bought one thing from whoever was around. But then the older women take a lap around and they might like be on live or something, and they'll be like, oh, we got what's this? Oh yeah, we got body butter here, and they just scan over it. Or they come over and you can tell that they're like looking at her table to be like, oh, what do you have? And they might sniff it or something like that. But then you can feel the energy of like, well, I'm not about to buy this. They're scoping it out actually to see what you have, to see how they can one up you. It is nasty energy, and I can't really describe it outside of like, you just have to be there to feel it.
Yeah.
Because when they walk away, we be looking at each other like,
yeah,
you see,
like,
is it me?
She literally just came over here.
Yeah, like she came over here just to see what I had on this table. But then they'll pop over. We'll be right next to it. They'll pop over to me and be like, "Oh my God, you have cake? What do you have?" And da da da. And they'll buy up the block.
Yeah.
Because when we go somewhere to a vending event, and I always feel bad, even though you always tell me not to, but we go somewhere 9 times out of 10, I come back with a handful of stuff, if anything at all.
I come back with
and
my
she
whole
comes
table.
back with everything. She has sold like 3 to 5 items. And I always feel bad because I'm sitting there counting cash. And I'll be like, I don't understand. So then we started to do like bundle deals. So she may make a vanilla cupcake body butter. And then I'll be like, if you get a vanilla cupcake body butter, you get a vanilla cake jar for $30. And then we'll split it 15 and 15. Because otherwise,
I'll be sitting there with my thumb on my butt.
Yeah, they doing butt stuff.
Doing butt stuff.
They don't. It's weird. It's weird. I do like that about this generation because
I love that.
I'm when we had our show, a Philly show, last week or 2 weeks ago now. And after the show, we were like talking to supporters and everything like that. And maybe 3 or 4 women came to me. And first of all, some of them were like, you're inspirational and da da da. And I was like,
I love that.
That's so nice. But they yell at me all the time, like in the Discord, because they'll say like, you don't know how much you inspire me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I have just moved out of my mother's house.
It doesn't matter.
What have I inspired you to do? I have not done anything.
And it's that one step. It's a first step.
Yeah.
Because you took a step that I haven't been able to take yet.
Yeah.
So that one step is inspiration. That one step.
One person specifically, I know there's like 2 of them, but one person all the time specifically, Nay, shout out to Nay in the Discord.
Hey, Nay.
She constantly is like either calling me an inspiration or saying like, you know how much you inspire me. I met her when we had our big ass karaoke event. That's the name of the event. And when she came over to meet me, she was like shaking, like cowered over. She had tequila in her hand.
Oh my god.
She was pouring the tequila onto the floor because she was so like, and I had to be like, your cup is spilling out. And she wouldn't look me in the eye. It was like the cutest thing. Like, and I was to the point where I said, walk away. Because I could tell him, like, you are not ready for this. Like, just walk away. Then when we went to Charlotte, she was a little bit better. But she still was like very like shy and all that kind of stuff. And then when I first met, she was like, well, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, you just make me nervous. And I'm like, it's very sweet. And someone else in the Discord was like, Nay specifically, I don't think you understand specifically what you mean to her.
And that's what I was about to say.
And I was like, it's very kind, but I don't understand.
You don't understand it because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
But if you were to meet Beyonce today.
Oh my God, I would piss myself.
Exactly. But Beyonce would be like, oh, like visualize.
She gets it all the time. She's Beyonce. Okay. I just had a heart attack.
So to you, she is Beyonce. And so when you meet her, it's like, because I never thought that I would have this opportunity to be this close, to be in your presence, to share your space. You inspire me. I've looked up to you. I have followed you. Think about it. So someone else, but for you, I'm a regular person. So is Beyonce. But you put Beyonce on a pedestal. But Beyonce takes a dump every day, just like we do. Hopefully, girl. Just like you do. But you can't visualize her doing anything like that. She has to brush her teeth in the morning just like you do. That girl has dragon breath too. She sings all day long. So that means her mouth is dry. So you know her breath be humming. She's normal. She's a person just like you. But if I am watching you, if I don't live in Philly and I follow this podcast and I watch you weekly, you're at a distance. I watch you on a screen. Yeah. So you're kind of a celebrity to me.
Oh.
So
that's the one word I did not need.
But that's the only word I can think of. But you are, you're kind of
I'm at an
inaccessible.
Yeah.
And when I realize I have the opportunity to have access to you, that does something
a little
to
overwhelming.
A person. Yes, it's overwhelming. So I think
because when we go to events and stuff, like when we have shows, usually venues or something give us a section. You can't just get to someone's section. So I remember the first time we went to the DC show, so I told you this, next week is my 1 year with L&L Network. Shout out to Late Night with Lauren Lionel. And the very first show we did a DC show in April, which is funny because we're doing a DC show in April this month or next month. And after the show, we went back, we chilled, we had an after party. We go to the club and they walk us to a section. And I was like, okay, all right. And I've been to a section before, but it's not like a section that I purchased. I was there with someone. This is the first time that the section was for me. So they come over and they're asking us what we need. Are we okay? They bring the bottles over with the little firecrackers in them and everything. And it's a whole thing. And there are people and there's a rope there because you can't get in unless we move the rope to let you in or something like that. And I was but there were women and stuff outside, standing on the other side of the rope. And I was first of all, this is clubbing on a whole new level. Because the one thing about going to the club or going to a lounge or something, I don't want to stand. Everybody's too close and they all in my space. But in the section, right, it's just us. But I was that's kind of crazy that people are standing on the other side of a velvet thing to look at us party when we're in the same room. It's bizarre.
But why do you have that section?
Because of the podcast.
And the podcast is doing what?
On tour.
Everybody goes on tour?
Well,
because I've never been on tour. And the podcast, how do people know the podcast?
What do you mean? It's IG famous, I guess.
So I'm watching you on television.
No, it's not on TV.
Okay. I'm watching you on my phone. I'm watching you online. And y'all tour. So now you might possibly come to my city. So the podcast that I listen to, that I check into every single week, I have gotten to know these people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a fan of the show, which means I am a fan of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're
You're
in
in
my
my
city.
city. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna be a little excited.
Okay. So one thing, like, have you seen The Good Place?
I want to say no. I
Okay.
used to watch it when it first came out. I'm
So
watching it.
Janet is a character on The Good Place, and she's like a AI sort of like being. And one of the main characters has a crush on her, and he's always like, "I love you, girl," and she always goes, "Not a girl." So there's someone who's always like, "You're my celebrity crush," or "You're a celebrity this and that," and I'm always like, "Not a celebrity." Like every time, it never fails. I'm always like, "Not a celebrity." You're my celebrity, da 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 da, and I not a celebrity. And then someone was like, "It is a compliment. Stop saying that."
Take the compliment.
All right.
Just because you don't feel like you're a celebrity doesn't mean you're not a celebrity to them.
Okay.
Stop putting. You're making yourself uncomfortable because you're viewing it in an uncomfortable way.
Because I'm not a celebrity.
But you are to him, them, her, the fans. You have fans.
They're supporters.
So because you changed the name, does that make it different?
I just think fans is like reserved for like
What?
celebrities, like Beyonce and Chris Brown and people who like
To you.
do stuff.
To you. That's who you follow. That's who you look up to. But to know that this girl who was working here, she works at a school.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to work every day. And then she decided, I'm going to do a podcast. And you decided to do your own podcast, which is, let's say, that's something I've been wanting to do, but I'm so scared to do it, or I don't know how to do it. Or, not even aware. You started a podcast, but you are also on a podcast that people know.
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose a different word if you'd like, but you still represent the same thing for those people.
Right.
You may not be as large as Beyonce, and I think that's where that's where the disconnect is coming in for you, because to you, you're comparing yourself. You're like, I'm not a celebrity. Beyonce's a celebrity. To you. But to that person, it's you're something like a celebrity. I mean, I say that all the time, like, oh my gosh, she's famous. I know that you're not.
Yeah,
really
when you
famous.
said that to me, what were we talking? I can't remember what you said to me for, and I was like, Lord.
I know that you're not really famous, but in a sense, because there are people who don't live in this city who really don't know you, but they think they do. Who follow you, who knows you, they know your name, they know what you look like. If you walk down the street, you don't know them, but they know you. You could walk down the street right now and somebody could be like, oh my God, that's Samaj. I follow her podcast.
That's happened. Like when the three of us go out, we might go to a party or something or whatever, and people will stop and be like, they say it to them, and then they recognize, like, if it's the two of them, I got to be the one with them. And they be like, y'all got you got that podcast, right? Or y'all got a podcast. You're on a podcast. And then it's always like, okay. And then they'll ask to take pictures with them and stuff. And it's like insane. Because my very first show, the DC show, I was standing in the back of the room. It was pitch black. This girl got up out of her chair and walked over to me and was like, are you Samaj? And I was like, yes. And she said, oh my God, ever since you joined the podcast, like, I love you so much. And da-da-da. And I said, thank you. And I said, how did you know that it was me? Because they hadn't seen me yet.
Your voice.
And she was, I wasn't talking. The show was going on. I'm literally just walking back and forth and working. And that's what she said. She was like, well, I just figured it was you because you were walking back and forth and you've been working since you got here. Okay. And she was like, so I just had a feeling that it was you. And then when we left and we're standing outside, someone else came up to me and said something to me. And then before we got to the car, someone else said something to me. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. So now at the end of shows, like when the supporters go and they take pictures with the boys, sometimes they'll be like, I want to take a picture with Samaj. Or sometimes they'll be like, I didn't come up here to take a picture with y'all. I came to take a picture with her. And I'm always like, okay. And it like feels nice. But then I feel guilty for enjoying it.
Why?
And feel like I need to take a reality check because I feel like stuff like that is what you do with Beyonce. So when when I feel like I'm enjoying it, I feel like I try to bring myself back
Ground
down
yourself.
to ground myself to be like, you are just like them.
And that's fine. But still understand that they don't view you that way.
Yeah.
So,
like,
let them have their
we
moment.
made the joke upstairs. I have a iron that's also a steamer. My mom was like, "Who bought that for you?" I said, "I bought it for myself." And she's like, "Well, because your fans will buy you stuff because when I moved into this house, a good amount of stuff that was like in my kitchen, in my bathroom, and stuff like that, y'all bought me." Like I posted it's still posted in my IG bio. So if you want to, put some bowls in this girl's house, you can get an amen.
And if y'all want to pay my mortgage, get an amen. You put that in there. Can you put that on there?
That's not how that works.
Oh.
Like literally not how that works. Also, I don't have bowls upstairs, so I need bowls because I don't have bowls here.
I need my mortgage paid.
Okay, it's not for you to be doing that. Okay. So all right, I guess yeah, you're right. I have to sneeze. I gotta sneeze.
Dude, I forget.
Excuse me. That's gonna look crazy on camera,
especially since your hair just.
I knew it. I could feel it. All right, y'all asked me for an hour. Someone yelled, more than an hour. Like I don't have another job, and we are going for 2.
Are we?
Mm-hmm. You can look at the time right there, 1:49.
Oh my god.
So we are going to wrap soon, or we are going to wrap now actually, because I'm hot as balls and I got titty sweat under this. And we just talked about butthole stuff.
I don't need to know what's underneath your titties.
But you need to know about my butthole?
I know you brought that up. I didn't ask.
I do whatever I want. Because, girl, we need to talk about my titty sweat.
We don't.
Did you do your homework? Did you find?
Yes.
Do it? You did?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do 2 things, actually. Oh, no, it's only Saturday. You know what? Actually, let's do 2 things. So I do my highlight of the week. On LNL, we do a gym of the week. But I do my weekly highlights where I write on a sticky note. I put it in a jar.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Which you can see that there.
And then you take one out and you read it, right?
No. That's for last year. But this year, like every Friday, I write a highlight on a sticky note. I fold it up and it goes into a jar. At the end of the year,
right,
I read them all.
Okay.
What would your highlight from this previous week be? It could be anything, small, anything at all.
Okay, let me think. I don't think I have a highlight.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It could be anything you're proud of. It's like you met a deadline at work. You reached like you wanted to work out 4 times this week. You worked out 3, like something like that. I'm gonna let you think. I'm gonna go just so it's not silent.
Okay.
My weekly highlight is, and it's kind of like flows over from last week too. I squashed a beef with someone that I didn't realize until the beef was squashed how much it was weighing me down. And now that we have squashed this beef, I can't express to y'all how light I feel. Like the moment it was squashed, the moment we did everything and walked away, I woke up the next day like on cloud 9. And I was like, why am I having such a good day? And it wasn't until like maybe halfway through that I was like, because I just kept thinking about that. And I was like, oh my God, like that must have been subconsciously killing me. Because once it was squashed, I had the best week. Mm-hmm. Like there were things that were happening at work, obviously, like I just can't control. But outside of that, I was excited to go to work. I was excited to like do stuff. I was editing clips and doing like, I just had energy and I just had a lightness about myself that kind of came out of nowhere. So I'm glad that I took the time to kind of grill this up and, chew it up and eat it because it was bugging me. And now that it's over, I just see like so many opportunities for other things to start happening and opening up, because when you feed negative energy to someone, or even if you're not feeding it to them, but it's there, that's reciprocity. It's all gonna come back somehow. So I'm blocking something positive because I got this negative stuff going on with this person. Even if I only see them once a month, it's still in my space. It's still in my aura. It's blocking something for me. Mm-hmm. Now that I have let that go, I am having the best time. And so I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very proud of that person, because we could have been going through this for God knows how long. But shout out to her, because she approached me, which I felt like, to me, I felt like she should have, because I thought that she had a problem. She thought that I had a problem. So I'm assuming she probably thought the same thing, but she took the step to come to me and squash the beef. And so shout out to her. Yeah. And now we are about to be getting to the bag and doing all the things together. So that's my weekly highlight, because I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very proud of girl power and Black Girl Magic and Black Women's History Month and women in history. Take it over.
Okay.
Over to you, Mom.
Thanks. So, highlights. I did actually have a pretty good work week until Friday.
God.
I have a new boss, sort of. So,
do we like that?
Yeah, she's
okay.
Yeah. And we had a conversation. She already has an administrative coordinator. Mm-hmm. She is like, she has dual roles. So she doesn't need me to mm-hmm. support her. Mm-hmm. So she was like, you're great. I think we're going to use you to do like special projects.
Ooh.
Yes. And I was like, I was like, oh, okay. All right. I'll take that. So that was good for me, because that was a highlight for me. That made me feel good.
Is that like a promotion?
No.
Oh.
But could lead to, I feel.
Oh, we'll take it.
Exactly.
Because you know what? We are chasing the bag in 2024. Absolutely. And it's the year of me. And it's the year of girl, get your coin and lace up your shoes, because we on that paper chase. And the year of... Okay. If I could put this... I'm about to do it right now. If I could put what I'm about to do right now into a word, I would be killing the game. Or an emoji. If I could put this into a word, like, what would y'all... What's this word right here? Like, what does that say? If you see me do this,
that's what that is.
Like, okay, but here's the thing, because it could be like lowercase, all caps. Like, and this is the year of like,
No, not
Okay.
I like
But how you spell it?
Capital M.
3 M's?
No, like capital M, lowercase. Capital, lowercase.
Like, okay, emphasis on the two beginning M's.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Yeah. So when you see me do this, just know I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, and this is going to be live again. Also, we're going to have to figure something out, because what y'all don't understand is, for the hour that I watched this pod with y'all when it was live, I didn't get no damn work done at my desk.
Not a bit. Like, all
I had to keep putting, and no one at work knows that I have a podcast. They don't know that I work on a podcast, or else I'm gonna lose my job. And so, I just keep the laptop screen halfway down, and I be peeking underneath and like putting it up so I can type and comment. Thank God I know how to type on the keyboard, because I don't want people to see me. Like, you know what YouTube is. I don't want someone to walk past and see YouTube, but see me on the screen.
Right.
And then be like, oh my God, what is that? And I'm like, I have a video diary. And then they say, what is it? And I say, and I just shake like
okay,
this.
Yeah, don't do that.
Got it. Okay. That was good though.
Okay, thanks.
Shout out to the bag. Shout out to the coin. We are, as we wrap, my favorite space right here, which my mom said when I be putting my hand here, the words be, I don't know, but like I be like doing stuff. And when I put my hand here, it be words here. So let me actually mark down the time so I can put the words here.
Yeah, please.
But because you watch the show, we do it's just me, because I'm a boss. I just do everything by myself. You have something you need to say? Did you have something?
Nigga, you're obnoxious. I'm not afraid of you.
I don't care. Please, we don't say the N word on this show.
We don't?
No.
We've been saying it for the past 2 hours.
I actually, if you can stop like saying slurs because it's actually offensive to me. So if you could stop, that'd be great. I don't want to. It's like I'm trying to build a brand and I don't want to just stop. Thank you. Shut up. So we do our affirmations, but we are doing black. Is yours by a black woman?
Because you didn't say that.
No, is it by a black woman?
Mm-hmm. It's about a black woman.
Who's it? Is it by a woman? Is it?
I mean, I guess it's for black women. That's it. This was for black women.
Okay. Did it speak to you?
Yes.
Okay, we can use it. That's not what I told her to do at all.
It's actually what you said was find one.
But if you really watch this show, if you're really a saint, you know that we do quotes by black women because it's a black podcast. Anyway.
So
you bought an affirmation. I have my affirmation. And then we are going to...
Empowering affirmations for black women by black women.
There we go. You said that in a horny way. That was weird. Also, what was
weird
real
is that
quick,
you heard it in a horny way.
Real quick. We had a conversation about this. The purple devil emoji. What does that emoji mean? And should your mama be sending it to you? My mama sent me the purple devil emoji. I said, Mom, that is reserved for people who want to clap cheeks. She said, well, I don't want to clap your cheeks, so don't look at it that way. She shouldn't be sending that to anyone. That's the horny emoji. If you agree with me, drop that horny emoji now. I'm at my desk right now searching in purple devil horny emoji to make it pop up.
You better not. You better not.
No, you can't do that.
You better not. I can do whatever I want.
You can't.
I'm the mama.
That's purple horny face emoji.
No, it's not. And okay,
what's the eggplant emoji?
Penis.
Oh.
Were you not asking me?
No, I'm so okay. Okay.
I know what the peaches are too.
A booty.
Then you got booty on your shoulder.
That is not for that. That is for this.
And everyone knows that.
Or I don't care what everyone knows.
Exactly. So I can send a devil emoji because I am not sending it because I want to clap your nasty cheeks.
That's different. And my cheeks ain't nasty. If y'all want to. Never mind.
They nasty. She shaves inside of there.
That makes them want it more.
No, it doesn't. It's you gonna have a bunch of razor bumps in there.
No, I don't. Why would you have?
Because you shave with a razor.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
You don't get razor bumps every time you shave.
No, not every time, but shaving with a razor is what causes razor bumps.
Yeah, but I don't ever get razor bumps in my butthole ever. Probably because that's the only place I take careful shaving procedure. Anyway, I don't know how we got back on my butthole. So you share your affirmation. I'll share mine. Actually, no, let's do this. This was already up here. Your socials are going to be up here too. Follow my mother at David's underscore
body.
DAV as in Victor IDS underscore body. I'm gonna put it up here.
She was gonna spell it. I was ready to spell it.
BODY.
All right.
Okay, I don't know. Follow there. There was something else I wanted to say, but I cannot remember. So you go and I'll think about it.
All right.
If y'all can hear this dog snore, I'm so sorry.
She's staying here with y'all tonight. I am beyond blessed that I'm given another day at life to be great. I appreciate this day for another chance to live life and enjoy everything around me.
Wow, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay. It doesn't say who it's by?
I'm sorry. Yes, but I don't know this person. This is Relly. I don't know who that is.
Relly?
Mm-hmm. RELLY. Doesn't actually say who. Oh.
I don't know who that is. It reminded me of that black guy
Relly is the Afro Traveler. So I clicked on the name and it brought up her IG.
That's lit. Do kids still say lit?
She's not do kids still say.
Yeah.
Local and travel website, the international. Okay.
All right, we ain't about to. All right.
Okay.
Well, all right, and I'll do mine. Because we talked about Beyonce, I chose a quote by Beyonce. What was that?
What?
So I don't like to gamble, but if there's one thing I'm willing to bet on, it's myself. Beyonce Knowles.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, I think for the people who specifically who come up to me and say that I'm inspirational. First of all, I tell y'all all the time, I give them like the little pout face and I say all the time that like, I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all for supporting me. But also everything that I've done, you can do. I don't have anything. I might have this platform because a friend gave me an opportunity on another platform. But when I had my own podcast before I was on LNL, I got a mic on Amazon. I grabbed a friend and I used my phone and I said, we're going to put this out. And if the same 7 people watch, the same 7 people watch, because we're not going to pop and go viral until we pop and go viral. So if you want to do something, you have to know that you can do it. And it took me a very long time to start this podcast, because starting this podcast by myself was me betting on myself. Because before I got to my previous co-host, I asked like 4 people before I got to her because I was unwilling to do the show by myself because I didn't think I could. And then it got to a point where I was unwilling to do the show with anyone else because I knew that I could do it alone. So I come in this room every week and I talk to this camera and there is nobody in here with me and I do not care. I do my content. I don't care who's looking. If I go to an event and I'm wearing a full beat down in the face and my outfit looks crazy, but I know I look good and I got to take pictures and post it on Instagram and all of that, I know that no matter what, y'all are going to like my pictures. Y'all going to comment. Y'all going to support me and do that. And I know at the end of the day, I need to do it for me because I'm chasing a dream. So you can't do that until you bet on yourself.
And that's why you're an inspiration to people.
Oh, well, thanks. But yeah, so for women's, is it International Women's History Month or is it Women's International History Month?
It's International Women's Month. I don't think it's history.
Oh, I thought it was History Month.
I think it's International Women's Month.
For Women's Month, well, all the women, yeah, I just kind of want to pour into y'all a little bit. And I think pour into a woman. Especially, I know that the majority, if not all of my followers are Black and brown women. Pour into the Black and brown women as much as you can because America doesn't do it. And Beyonce said America has a problem. And I'm trying to stop the problem. One podcast at a time. One episode at a time. So I thank you for coming to my podcast.
Welcome. It was fun.
My mom is my first on-camera guest. This is going to drop on Friday. I'm going to do another live premiere episode so we can get in there and chat with y'all because for some reason y'all really want to do this so much. But I like it. I like the engagement. It was very fun. I didn't talk about that. The live thing is very fun. We're going to do it once a month. Someone gave me the idea for First Friday. We'll call it like First Friday something. I just don't know if it'll align that way, but definitely once a month we're going to do that. For this First month, Friday you live. Might get it more than once.
First Friday live. Okay,
yeah, we could do that. I need to drop my mic grippers of the episode because I did not do that. And I'm going to have another guest that I don't want to spoil, but there will be another guest. Hopefully next week I can get her to come. And I'm going to try to maybe do women this month. So I probably need like one more, I think, because there are 4 weeks this month. 5 weeks. Because I know you get an extra paycheck in March. Because it's like I get paid 3 times in March.
And not everyone. Because I think February was mine.
That's insane. I only got paid twice in February, and that's why I'm so poor right now.
It was either January or February. I did not even notice it.
Okay, yeah, I get. So, I'm gonna try to see if I can grab one more guest.
Yeah,
and then I would like to have a woman, if not her body or her presence, like at least her voice on the mic, for the rest of the month. So I do have someone very special that I want to do. She is a beast. She pours into me daily. Not daily, but she pours into me anytime there's an opportunity to. She does, and often does so with grace. And she makes me cry just off her words. So it's going to be an episode that I really want y'all to tune into. And bring a tissue because, excuse my language, but that bitch gonna make you cry because that's her superpower.
Okay.
But this was so much fun. Thank you for coming.
welcome.
I love you.
I love you too.
This has been episode 11 of Girl We Need to Talk. Thank you for listening. As usual, I ate this mic again. I love y'all to the moon and back. I love y'all down so bad. And I will see you. If you...
Thank you, y'all, for supporting my baby. Because she has been trying to do this for a very long time. And I'm so proud of you that you actually did this. I told you.
I know.
Was it a year ago?
It had to be like maybe 2 years ago when we went to Chocolate by the Bald Man. And we were sitting in Chocolate by the Bald Man. Yep. And I had just started my pod, I believe. The old one. Because I remember you saying, I don't know what it is. I don't know what... I have this feeling. I don't know what it is, but this podcast is going to blow up and this podcast is about to make... She was like, you're about to be a force to be reckoned with. She was like, I don't know what it is, but you're about to be famous. And I was like, I am not getting famous off this podcast. And she was like, I'm telling you now, I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling. She was like, you are about to blow up. And I was like, I don't think so. And I did that pod for like almost a year. And then...
And I knew you were not going to be with that pod long.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew that pod was... Like, no shade to that pod, but I knew that pod was like your stepping stone.
Yeah.
You just needed that to basically get the balls to do this. Yep. You just needed to get out there. You needed to feel it. You needed to.
And I think it's the same for her, which I said to you. I was like, I have no ill feelings to her. I know you're not watching this, but if you found this and you know who you are, I love you to this day. I think that podcast was what she needed.
I think it was what both of you needed.
To start our own thing, because I think that we were never going to mesh like this to get to where we need to be for ourselves.
And that's okay.
Which is absolutely fine.
That is okay.
Because she's doing her thing and she has what she's doing and I'm doing mine.
And it's what the two of you should be doing. Like what you all were doing was great. And the reason why I say it was a stepping stone is because it wasn't authentic to
either of us.
But
it was not authentic.
This is so you. This is so you. And what she's doing is so her. That's what y'all were meant to be doing.
Yeah.
But it just takes some time.
Yeah. And it very much did. This took a lot. And I tell y'all this all the time. Sitting on this chair, as comfy and as lax as I look, took years. I built this show for a year. And I refused to start it. People in my life was like, I don't want to hear about no other podcast. I don't want to hear about nothing else that you're doing until you start your stuff, because they wanted me to like get started. It's not that they were like being unsupportive of other things, but it was like, I know you can do this. You have not done this. So what's going on? And I was like, I will not start this show until I'm ready to start this show. And I gave myself a year, which is why I ended up dropping the trailer for Girl We Need to Talk, December like 29th or something like that. Because I was like, I have to get this show done before the year ends, because that was my goal. It was the biggest thing that was on my list for 2023 that I hadn't checked off. And I remember like texting my friend and being like, I have to shoot this episode. I got to get the promo done. I got to come in here. This has to drop before the ball drops on 2024. And I came in here and we just did it all in one day. I had to edit and put it out. And I was like, I don't care if I get no sleep. I have to drop this promo and I have to drop this episode before the year drops. And I did. So all this, and y'all comment on stuff like the glasses are nice. The table is nice. Nolan, shout out to Nolan. Nolan was like, I don't know where this space is, but it looks so comfortable. And I wish I could come sit there and all this other stuff. None of this is accidental. Everything you see on this camera right now is by design. From this blanket to this chair to the flowers to this sticky note that sits up on this wall. Like today we were setting up and my mom was like, oh, move the camera, something. And I was like, no, I need to have this sticky note here because this means like I need this. So yes, I give y'all a big thank you because y'all be rocking with me and y'all be 10 toes down. And Elle, shout out to Elle. It's another one. She tunes in every week. I don't care if I say I broke my nail on this man's shoulder. Elle gonna be like, whose shoulder? who need to tussle up? And we make jokes all the time because Elle could be so like, Elle will grip you up and she don't care where you at. But it's because she is riding and she is down bad. So I would not be here without y'all.
Y'all furnished my baby's house.
Yeah. So
That's so
yeah,
crazy to me.
y'all bought my kitchen pots. Y'all bought my silverware. Y'all bought, you know what I mean?
That's so crazy. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. But, and I know we're rapping, but do you think about that? Like, do you stop? This is what you need to do. This is something you need to do. You need to just take a moment. You need to stop, and you need to seriously realize like are, where you've come from, and where you are. You have people that you do not know furnish. Like, did they furnish the entire house? No. They bought damn near everything on your list. You've got nice stuff that strangers, because they like to hear you talk.
Yeah. I think I had that moment in Charlotte because some of you know this is gonna be a long episode. Some of you know that if you went to Charlotte, shout out to you. Thank you for coming to our show. I hosted the show in Charlotte in January. My very first time hosting the shows, because usually we have someone who does it. I did not find out that I was hosting until 2 hours before the show.
I remember you telling me that.
And Lur texted me and was like, "Hey, Samaj, did you bring your hosting shoes with you?" And I said, "Oh, I keep them in my backpack." And he was like, "Well, pull them off because I'm gonna need you." And I was like, "Cake, say less. I've been waiting for this." And then we got there and it was time to go out. And I said, "I'm gonna shit myself. I could not. I couldn't even." And Lionel was like, "Are you good? Are you okay? Like, what do you need?" And I was like, "I just need a light and a mic." So I was like, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to pray a little bit. And we just have to make it work. And Dave, shout out to Dave. Dave was like, "Tell me, when you're ready, what you need. Da, da, da." And I was like, "I just need you to wait until it looks like I'm ready. And then you lower the music and we're going to go for it." And when I walked out, the screams that came from y'all, like, y'all were the reason why I was not nervous anymore, because it felt like I was talking to my friends, because the whole front row was all of our Discord people.
Nice.
And they were yelling stuff. Like, Ray is yelling. Nay is yelling. I see Shocker and Natasha. Cassie, Lahinus, and Dwayne are sitting here. Mariah and her brother in the front. Like, Taylor is here. Like, it was a whole group of people who don't know me from Adam. Like, they talk to me in the Discord, but they don't know nothing about me. I could be a crazy person, but it did not matter, because in that moment they was like, "We gonna hold this nigga down, and we gonna make sure she's good." And when I got done, like, they were sending messages like, "We are starting a petition for Samaj to host the shows from now on."
Oh my gosh.
Because they was like, "You did so good." And it was like, and so I think it's very much like in Charlotte was the moment that I was like, "Oh, they like me too." Like,
Independent.
yeah. And when I was struggling, like, I was stressed out, and I was like, "I don't know if I could do LNL anymore." And I don't even think that the boys know this. But I was like, "I don't know if I could do LNL anymore." And I was thinking about quitting. And someone said to me, "You don't," and this is no shade to them at all, but she was like, "Why are you staying?" And I was like, "Well, because I need to. Like, I cannot leave until I start my own podcast, because without them, how am I supposed to get my podcast? Like, who's going to listen to it?" And she was like, "You do not and never did need them. Like, you do realize that." And I was like, "No, like, you're wrong. I quite literally do need their platform." And she was like, "You don't though. Like, you never needed them. All you need to do is drop an episode and it will start." And she was like, "People don't like you because you're on this show. They like you because they like you." And I was like, "Oh, I guess that's true." But in Charlotte, that was the moment when I was like, just the way people were interacting with me, and fans are coming up on stage and they want to take pictures with the boys. And then they come to me and they're like, "Well, can I take a picture with you?" And it's that thing of like, when they're talking to you, they're nervous. And that was the first time that I was like, "Oh, I have something here. Like, I have something." And I just text my core 4 group today while we were upstairs. And I just was like thanking them, because I said, outside of everyone else, like in the Discord, like, y'all have become my friends. So, like, I can't go a day without talking to the 3 of them, because it feels weird now, because we are friends. But I was like, I recognize that I've been given an opportunity that not a lot of people have.
Exactly.
Had Lur not hit me up and said, "I want to," and he texted me, I will never forget, he texted me and was like, "I want to sign you to a 360 deal. Where can I send your contract?" And I was like, "Don't play with me, because this is not funny. Like, if you want to do something, you need to let me know." And he was like, "I don't play about this." And that's why I dropped the clip thanking him. Because I would have done this, but it does make it easier when someone sees something in you and they know they have something good. And so they're like, I refuse to get to this place without her.
Right.
I'm not going without you.
Right.
And even now he'll say stuff to me like, you know, what do you need? We will make it work. Like, what do you need to do? And even when I was talking about, I don't know if I can necessarily do this, immediately it was like, well, what do you need? Like, quitting's not an option.
Right.
What you need. Leaving's not an option. We always going to be friends, but what do you need? So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. I really can't say that enough. So I don't know. And y'all know me. So I'm not going to say it too many times because if I start to cry and if I cry on another episode, y'all going to have to pay me in blood for the next one. So, I'm leaving because I can feel myself getting emotional. But this episode was great. Next episode is going to be great. I need to find one more person. But yes, let's try this again. We can close out again. This has been episode 11. Girl, we need to talk. Thank you for listening. I love y'all so much. And you got to blow the kiss and then do something cute.
What?
You know, like you got to like.
But you don't give me, you don't give instructions in that moment.
You do like. Okay. No? Okay. That's fine. I love y'all. I'm getting out of here. Thank you for listening. Girl, we need to talk. Episode 11.